Welcome to the fourth week of 2024. So it's a time when the year is gracefully unfolding and the cosmic energies are guiding us towards deeper insights. I trust this message finds you in a space of contemplation and readiness for the magic that January the 22nd through to the 28th holds for us. So as we embrace on the energy of this week, it's a call to go within, to reflect, to pause, and to acknowledge the growth that is silently unfolded in our lives. So whether you're finding stillness in your thoughts, walking the quiet paths of winter, know that the universe is aligning to provide moments of profound understanding for you. This week, the cosmic tapestry invites us, encourages us to dive into introspection, to explore the depths of our thoughts, to find the wisdom that lies beneath the surface. It's a time to connect with the quiet whispers of our soul and align our actions with our truest intentions. I'm truly grateful to have you here, companions on this cosmic journey. Together, let's explore the energies of the week, unveil the cosmic insights, and find the peace that comes from embracing the natural ebb and flow of life. Now, stay tuned as we navigate the cosmic currents from January the 22nd to the 28th. I'm excited to share my insights with you, offer you guidance, and be a part of your journey as we tap into the transformative energies of this reflective week. I wish you a serenity and a week filled with profound self-discovery. So let's turn to the tarot cards, look at your personal highlights of the week through your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. And if you're not aware of what your moon or rising sign are, you can just simply go to my website. The information is below and it's absolutely free. Okay, let's embrace the cosmic wisdom together. I'll meet you over there. Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly focus, January the 22nd through to the 28th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it so much. I'm asking everybody this week if you like the reading, or if you don't, or if you have some takeaway from the reading and maybe want to put an emoji or maybe a set of emojis, and we got to figure out what you're trying to get across to us, make it a riddle kind of thing, whatever. But, leave an emoji of how you felt for this reading, if you liked it, if you didn't, I think it'd be a fun game and a way that we could connect with each other in the community. So, okay. Let's get to you. Our underlying energy for this week is the Fool. New paths, new beginnings, I almost get this sense of a whole bunch of things just falling away from you, and you step into this feeling of vibrancy, of vitality, of feeling alive, of wanting to experience the world, at least your environment, or stepping out in new areas, looking for the opportunities, looking for the adventures, looking for, maybe it's travel you're seeking, or some form of education that you want to, or maybe your knowledge in some way you want it to grow, or maybe it's actually stepping into some things in our life, some new paths, or deciding to let go of a bunch of things so that we allow ourselves, we give ourselves permission to step into those new areas of our life. Okay, first card out is the Lovers. Well, this could be growing relationship deeper. And it's not, a lot of times I think whimsical and romantic, and there could be some romance in here in order to grow it deeper, but I think it's practicalities, it's sensibilities, it's grounding yourself in each other, or grounding yourself together in a certain environment. Or now, this could be, because it's our first card out, it's not necessarily love and relationships. It could be a passion, a dream, a desire that you have always wanted to step into, and now you are taking those first steps. We have the Fool card here, so at any point in time this week, something could really just open right up to you. to allow you to go forward into a new opportunity or a new adventure of some sort. It could be making the relationship more stable. Like, I keep going back to the relationship here on this one. And the relationship doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. It could be just somebody close to your heart, a best friend or a co-worker, somebody in the community or family. But it's embracing each other. It's uniting together. It could be for a cause, a purpose. It could be a new partnership formed, or it could be a partnership that is growing deeper. Maybe you're together with somebody in a business, or it could be co-workers, somebody in the community. But I really get a sense that we're growing some of our relationships to a deeper, stronger unity, a deepening of the relationship in some way. But it could be a passion. I mean, sitting right next to the Fool, it could be a passion. It could be an adventure. It could be an opportunity that you're not even aware of yet. Like, it comes in out of the blue. It just appears. Or maybe you're just in the right place at the right time, it seems. Or maybe you filled out that ballot 6 months ago. You forgot all about it and you got picked as the winner. Who knows? The Seven of Pentacles is our next card on the board, which is talking about our focus. And here we stand, and we're pretty confident. Okay, we've grown this harvest, this plentiful harvest. And how did we do that? We did that by showing up every day, by making sure that it had enough water. It had optimal chances for growth. We did everything in our power to make that happen. We stayed with our commitment. And so this is about staying with your commitment, staying with your focus, maybe committing to yourself in some way this week where you're going to step into this or you're going to let go of that. We do have a full moon on the 25th in Leo, which is your house of spirituality. It is your house also of letting go and moving past things and understanding what doesn't align with your dreams, your passions, and allowing those things to dissipate from your life. So that could be some of those pretty rocks that you had in that field because you thought the rocks were so pretty, but it's impeding the growth. Or you had that beautiful shade tree and you wanted to put the garden under that shade tree, but you know that if that happens, your garden is not going to get full sun and not do as well. Do we chop down the tree? Do we move the garden? Chop down the tree or move the garden? I got a strong yes. That's exactly what it is this week for you. So you can't have it both ways. It has to be one way or the other, and you have to prioritize what is of most importance to you. Now, I automatically go with self, right? If you don't love yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't think you're worthy or deserving or enough, then you will not be able to invite in anything that you're asking for. Because in order to get those things in, you would have to be worthy or deserving or enough. So prioritizing is important, our focus is important, our commitment is important here to our dreams, to our goals. It could be our relationships as well. That's strong on the board. Two of Cups. Oh, very much it could be about relationships here. And this card is more about allowing the romance in. Like I was feeling a little hint of the romance there, but not to the extent of when I hold this card. This is falling in love. This is new experiences. Now, this could be a new opportunity, adventure. Maybe all of a sudden you find out that somebody needs a +1. They'll give you the plane fare for half price. All the meals and everything in the room's already paid for, so don't worry about that. And you go to this place that you never would have went to before. and you fall in love with that, and you want to move there, and you just, it's like it's home for you in some way. You just feel so comfortable and relaxed, and you're enjoying the culture and the themes and the music and the people and the this is some kind of new start, new beginning, new way forward, new partnerships forming. This could be new love coming into your life. This could be bringing back the romance and the basics of that relationship so long ago before that spark had died out. Tony Robbins says if you treat every day like your first day, you'll never have a last day. So sometimes we need to go back to the basics and just look forward to their phone call, to their text, to what they want to tell us for their day, to make their world a little bit more complete by doing something thoughtful and nice for them. A little bit goes a long way. Well, let's see what our main cards are here. Now you got me all... We got a lot of love here, but we got a lot of new adventure and excitement and people and opportunity and growth. And we have the Eight of Swords. For work and career, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, this is a time where you come to a realization and understanding that you can go forward in a path that you never thought you could before. There was something blocking you, or you felt you painted yourself into a corner. So in many ways, it was the way we thought of our path going forward, or our surroundings right now, or what has happened to us in the past for that matter. We had a certain vision of it that wasn't necessarily a truthful vision, but it's what we felt, it's what we believed. And we get this awakening, we get this clarity or knowledge or wisdom or understanding coming in this week that we are enough, that we can step into new opportunities, we can step into growth, we can embrace a passion or a dream and make a viable income from it. You're definitely working relationships here. It's beautiful. Whether or not you've just met them or you've known them long term, there's a beauty you bring into each one of your relationships this week. You have to show up, of course. But when it comes to work and career, I think where you thought that, I don't know, maybe you thought you were going to retire and now you're into a brand new job offer and boy, it looks tempting. And wouldn't you like to just even do it for 5 years or 3 years or maybe just 9 months? Like, just give it a go. It could be something like that. It could be where you thought you were very stable within your job. And I don't see bad happening. I mean, it's like somebody walks into your workplace and says, hey, if you're ever looking for work, I'm hiring. Here's my card. Give me a call. I'd love somebody like you on my team. Okay. And if you don't work, you're looking for work. Eight of Swords. It tells me that you need to kind of upgrade what you're going after. Okay, don't be the general laborer in the world. Wear one of the hats. Look for a job with a hat. Corporate office or lead hand or manager or even if you're a public speaker, go for that number one position. That people are opening for you, not vice versa. And strive for these kinds of things, because I think you'll see a lot of success if you push yourself a little bit, if you raise the bar on yourself in some way. Okay. Love and relationships. And if you don't work and you don't want to work, it could be your stature in the community. I should say that before. Maybe you felt like you wouldn't be accepted to a certain group, or maybe the group doesn't exist, and all of a sudden you say, well, I could start the group. And then we could just host it at other people's houses so it's not always me or something. Anyways, look at this. Love and marriage. This is the proposal card. So if you are hoping for that marriage proposal, in this position, it's almost absolute here. This is celebrating the relationships. This is celebrating the little moments. You know, the ones that we don't even think count sometimes. You know, and I immediately got in my head, it's like when you say something, the other person says it at the same time, and then it's like, you owe me a beer. Well, that's what we used to say. Oh, you owe me a beer if we said it at the same time. But in a way, that's kind of like celebrating the moment that we both, simultaneously said the same thing, and we giggle and we laugh and we smile at each other, and life goes on, and you never get the beer. And this is about celebrating the unique little things that happen just in your relationship, of getting excited about just being with the other person, just allowing. And now, if this is platonic, I wouldn't say romance, but there's a softness that can kind of come in. If it is a romantic relationship, then there's romance to be had here. And there's this sense of, even though it's not the castle that we dream of, it's a start. We've got something. We've got 4 wands in the ground, and we got a little bit of garland even hanging up. We've gotten somewhere in this relationship. We've built some kind of, I see the weaving of fabric. So we've come together as one in some way. And it's about celebrating that within the relationships. Now, if you're single, you can meet the person of your dreams. Absolutely. The person who's going to walk probably most of the rest of the steps with you, if not all of them, in your life. Wouldn't that be wonderful to meet that person this week? But it's about all of your relationships and understanding the small milestones and celebrating and looking for ways of celebrating. And go out of your way to be a part of that celebration, because you're not going to regret it this weekend. If this week, it will only grow your beauty that you are trying to bring into your world, into your environment right now. Our spirituality is the wish card, 9 of Cups. Okay, homework. Nobody else has gotten homework. You're getting homework though, okay? Now, this is good homework. You are going to write down on a piece of paper. Well, let's see here. It's the 9 of Cups. So let's say 36 wishes. 36, all areas of your life. Just jot them down, jot them down, jot them down, okay? And then out of those 36, I want you to take the 9 out that you really don't think, or, you just wrote them down because you were like trying to write down stuff. And then I want you to circle the top 18 that you really like. Okay, now look at, is there 9 left? There should be 9 left there to consider if they go into the throwaway pile or with the great pile. And then eventually what you want to do is work down to 9 wishes this week. And I want you to write them on a piece of paper, and every night before you go to bed, I want you to say, I wish for, I wish for, I wish for, I wish for, and then go to sleep. We do have a full moon. We do have some interactions in the planets. One of the things that's happening is Mars and Mercury are getting together. They're conjuncting. So what we are thinking about can turn into action. What we are talking about can turn into action quite readily. For you, it's it's in creating joy and happiness in your life, romance in your life. So if you can make 9 wishes about bringing joy, happiness, and romance in your life, write them down, say them aloud each night. Okay, and if you come in on Wednesday and you're like, oh, well, then just do it the next 7 days. Okay, just do it 7 days. That's all I ask, is 7 days. Make that list the first day, read it that night, and then for 7 nights in a row, and see what kind of magic starts to twinkle in your horizons. Okay. Anyways, let's go to home, family, our well-being, the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, are we moving? I'm getting a lot of moving energy for all of you, it seems. But when it comes to home, when it's everybody's kind of looking at their home and wondering if they're staying or going, it seems, or what they can do to make it different or freshen it up. Or okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles for health and well-being and our home and family. You know, we've kind of created a lot of what we want in our life, where there's a lot of happiness to be had in areas of our home, our family, our well-being. And it's kind of time to raise the bar on yourself. If anything else, if you've been following a diet, but you I don't know, you're gonna up it. You're gonna, if you run 2K, you're gonna run 5K. If you're just upping the bar. You're being more disciplined about when you go to sleep at night so that you can wake up refreshed. If you do the 9 wishes thing, you will wake up pretty refreshed every morning. Watch that happen in your life. This is about going forward in successes. This is about there's certain things that have to go. There's certain things that don't blend anymore in your house, in your living quarters, in your environment. And you're feeling there's no flow there. There's no flow. There's a disruption. And what is that disruption? And how do we modify that disruption or completely vanish it from being part of the routine, or our routines, our habits, our rituals. So this is about inviting in new beginnings. So it could be, you're redecorating a room. You could even be just cleaning out the attic. It could be something as simple as that. But you could be redesigning the gardens for, once you can put a shovel into the ground, and, well, where I live, until the snow melts, and then when you can put a shovel into the ground. And I could be drawing it out on paper right now and picking out, what seeds I want to plant where, and what'll be annuals and what'll be perennials, and am I going to have shrubbery and any trees, and, I could be doing something like that. I could be doing the interior of the house in the exact same manner. I could be looking for a new place to move. Maybe I've outgrown my space. We need more room, or maybe the space is too big now and I need to consolidate. But it's also the exact same thing with our health and well-being. We are looking at where we can challenge ourselves, where we can move forward in a more disciplined approach. Okay, let's go to our Circle of Doors Tarot. The Eight of Keys. Courage. It's out of my hands now. The page has taken hold of my pen. My spirit is the infinite canvas. The story is writing me. Great ideas have a life of their own, and our desire to make our dreams come true is a kind of gravity. When you open yourself up to your muses and surrender to the mysteries of the creative flow, the spirits of inspiration rush to lay riches of beauty and wonder at your feet. When you have a vision for something you want to make real, or some quality you wish to embody, it is already complete. You need only to observe it carefully and transcribe the contours of its already perceivable form. So how do you demonstrate your faith? In your imagination. What happens when you set your ego aside and make yourself a clear channel for the magic that is beyond the reach of your mind? Who do you become when you are fully immersed in the act of creation? Your affirmations for this week are: I trust my own strange workings methods. I will not get in the way of my art. True focus is the only tool I need. And my desire is already in my grasp. And we will turn to a power thought card here by Louise Hay. That hit the reading in many places, didn't it? Okay, let's see here. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Yes. Life mirrors every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.